This is Kevin Mayo, and today we're drinking Sierra Nevada Beer Camp 2015 Hoppy Lager. So, this is a collaboration that they did with Ballast Point and Beer Camp last year. They brought it back. This hop-heavy beer combines intense citrus and floral hop flavors with the clean, classic malt body of a hearty blonde lager. So, it is 55 IBUs, 7% ABV, and let's see. There's not too much else on it. They don't give away what the hops and stuff are on it. So it is from Beer Camp from last year. They brought it back as a seasonal offering. I didn't have it last year. I never got my Beer Camp 12 pack last year, so I didn't get a chance to try this one. So let's go ahead and give it a crack. As always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends. And go ahead and leave comments, because I like talking about beer. So, well, pours with quite a bit of head on it. And it's a pretty dark yellow, light orange in color. More like a pale ale or even an IPA than it is like a typical lager. You don't have that wheat straw yellow. You got a dark, robust yellow. And the head is just slightly off white. I wouldn't call it tan or brown, but it's not quite pure white either. And got a fair amount of carbonation in it. And it's reasonably clear. Maybe just a bit of haze. And you get a little grapefruit. You do get a little bit of that bready malt, that like not wheat, like a saltine cracker. Get a hint of pine. And again, get a little bit of citrus, a little bit of grapefruit. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. And it's actually a nice beer. I've had several IPLs, which is a fairly new category. This is way on the mild end of it. Not really getting much of the real hoppy, citrusy, piney flavor at all. What it is, it's almost like just a beefed up lager. Got a little bit more body to it, a little bit more robustness to it, a little bit more flavor to it. I mean, you get that classic, slightly sweet malt background up front. Don't get that sweet corny one that you get from macro lagers, but just a classic, what a beer should taste like up front. Get a little bit of bittering on the back end. It finishes quite dry. You know, you dry out at the end of it. It is 7% ABV. I mean, my initial response was like, oh, this is really a nice sessionable beer, but it really isn't that sessionable at 7%. So it's not like drinking Miller Lite where I can drink a ton of them and get up and drink a ton more. But as far as like an India Pale Lager, I don't think so. It doesn't really get there for me. It's a nice beer. It's quite drinkable. It's probably a good gateway beer if you're trying to get somebody into craft beer a little bit. So here, try this one. It's got a little bit more flavor, a little bit more robustness. But you shouldn't turn them off too much. Score-wise, again, I said a lot of nice things about it, but flavor-wise, it really is on the low end of things. I think we'll give this a solid 72 out of 100. Until next time, keep drinking.